All right, so again, some of you may have already seen this presentation before, some of you may have not, but to give you a bit of background on Arbonne, I personally didn't know anything about Arbonne before it was introduced to me by my wife. Now that I've had a bit of background, 4 years of experience in this industry and with this company, I know that they're now a 37-year-old company in sort of health and wellness company in the direct sales, social marketing industry. So we produce and distribute botanically based health and wellness products and have done for nearly 4 decades. I'll talk a little bit about our products, but for all intents and purposes, our product, the best of breed. I don't want you to take my word for it tonight on this virtual opportunity discussion. I'd like you to take the opportunity to get the person that introduced you to Arbonne to give you some products to actually try. You can tell, or maybe you can't tell from how many people are on the call. I think we've got 100 or so people on the call. One of the things I love about this business is the culture. So the type of community that it gathers together for people around sort of common goals. I will talk to you a little bit about the fact that it's a global opportunity, so a global company. We have a head office based out of Irvine, California in the States. And if you see down the bottom of the slide, the presentation here, we've been around for a while, and over the last sort of 37 years, we've expanded into a number of different countries: Australia, Canada, the UK, Poland, Taiwan, New Zealand, off to Germany shortly. And I'll explain why that's a great, I suppose, potential for anyone considering this as a business. We're doing it tonight. We're using technology, sitting in my office, and hopefully I've got a few bedrooms there I'm seeing on the screen. The ability to work in the 21st century from your laptop or your computer at home is quite amazing. And we, Arbonne, are a fully paid member of the Direct Selling Association of Australia, very well established and very reputable in their basis in this country. So what is social marketing? So social marketing is the type of business that Arbonne is. It's the way our products actually get to market. And it's a little bit different than, well, historically, it's a little bit different to what we'd consider to be sort of traditional retail. So all the products, which I'll touch on in a minute, that Arbonne distribute, that they produce and distribute through consultants like myself and the consultants on the call, they're all essentially things that we're all using every day. They're personal care, nutrition products, skincare products that we're all using every day. We might not be buying them through Arbonne or using Arbonne as a brand, but they're all things that we've historically used. And traditionally, we've bought them from places like the supermarket or the chemist or wherever it may be. There's a distinct difference between traditional retail, the way we've shopped over decades in the past, to social marketing, which is the way sort of most of us are going to be shopping in the future. Traditional retail has a manufacturer, wholesaler, warehouser, sales force, generally a shop front. People go into a shop, buy their products, come home, use the products. With social marketing, it's very different. So Arbonne are the manufacturer, and then the products go to the end consumer through people like myself, people like you on the call, independent consultants, via an online service. So people order their products online, have them delivered to their door. And in doing so, we take out all of the sort of intermediaries, all the people in between that have sort of taken a piece of the pie. And that's one of the reasons that this business model, the social marketing model, sort of direct to consumer model, enables an amazing product to be produced at a fantastic competitive price, and also to reward the people that are actually doing the work, reward the people that are actually out there talking about the products, and then the end consumer gets a much better deal. So one of the great things about this from a business point of view, for those of you that are considering this as something that might be able to generate some additional income, is that it does allow the everyday person, regardless of your background, it doesn't discriminate based upon sex, doesn't discriminate based upon education. It gives people the opportunity to actually establish their own business at home at very reasonable cost to get a business up and running. You can work anywhere, in and around busy family life. And as long as you have some technology, so you've got a Wi-Fi connection, a laptop or a mobile phone, you recognise that you use sort of personal care products anyway, and you've got a willingness to get out and tell people about it, you've got everything you need to actually get in and grow your own Arbonne business, which I really love. Certainly doesn't limit this business to a particular type of person. Well, Kari, my wife's just sending. She's on the call downstairs, and she's telling me that someone has their audio on. So if you've got your audio on, I've muted everyone, but let's see how we go with that. Thanks, Kari, for that. So back to the presentation. So our product, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our products, bearing in mind that I didn't come from a place of being a product-centric person. I didn't come from a skincare background. I didn't come from a nutrition background. I came from a financial services background. So our products are unique. And as I said, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to talk to the person that introduced you to this call. And if you haven't already tried, try some products from them. But our products are best of breed, sort of combining the best of science and nature. They're built on a Swiss heritage. So our late founder, a Norwegian entrepreneur, was actually based this business in Switzerland originally. So our products are best of breed, still based upon that original Swiss heritage. Clinically tested, never tested on animals, vegan certified, certified gluten-free. So we are all of the things that people are essentially demanding in their products today, which is pretty cool given the fact that we've been those things for the best part of 40 years. And our philosophy as a company has always been to be pure, safe and beneficial. And that, I suppose that ethos has been with us since day one. So it's not only what's in our products, but what's not in our products. So we formulate without any animal byproducts, artificial colours, sweeteners, and a lot of the nasties that, to be honest, I really had no idea about before I was involved in this business. But they're things today, the savvy consumer, the person that actually is interested and more informed than ever before, they're interested in things that are actually harmful to them, not only what they put on their skin, but what they put in their mouth. So that also, from a marketplace demand point of view, gave me a lot of comfort when I was looking at this from a business point of perspective and said, well, people will spend money on these products. And as a family, that's exactly what we were doing. So on the screen, you have an array of the types of products that Arbonne currently produce and then distribute through consultants like myself. So it's a combination of skincare, which is where our business originally was established, around sort of our skincare line. But over the last 4 decades, we've gradually branched out into a number of other product ranges, including personal care. So, you know, that's your everyday personal care items, shampoos, conditioners, toothpaste, baby care, makeup and nutrition, which has certainly been a significant addition to the range over the last probably 3 or 4 years. All things, again, as I said at the start, things that people use every day. So if I just encourage you to think yourself about the types of products that you yourself spend money on, I dare say most people on the call do brush their teeth every day. They wash their hair if they've got it. They put sunblock on. If you've got kids, you use nappy cream. If you're interested in your health and your well-being, you're probably taking some sort of a supplement, after workout, pre-workout, meal replacement. These are all things that people are actually spending money on. So when I looked at this from a business point of view, I saw that people were already, every household that I know already spent money on these. Really, my motivation was to look at how I could introduce a superior product to people. And if they liked it and they started to sort of switch their household spend over to these types of products, I could potentially grow a business around that, which is exactly what I've done over the last 4 years. So why Arbonne? Why is Arbonne a particularly appealing opportunity for people today? And it's wrapped up around a couple of things. The fact that social marketing, sort of word of mouth marketing, social media is now so prevalent, this business sits perfectly. Social marketing has been around for decades, but it really hasn't had the opportunity to flourish as it does today in today's technology age. But all of us, I would argue, and from a financial planning perspective, all of us have a want today to maybe work a little less, earn a little more. We sort of want the best of everything. And I think slowly, the generations before us of people working ridiculous hours for someone else are slowly starting to fade. People now can see that with a bit of entrepreneurial spirit, the opportunity to actually grow your own business in and around your family, at home, using technology is available to absolutely everyone. So whether people are looking to do this part-time, full-time, just as a bit of a social outing, whether you genuinely want to build a global empire, then that opportunity exists for absolutely everyone. The fact that we do have an amazing product range that is consumable, which means that we have a product that's not a one-off sale, assuming that people like our product and they see themselves using it ongoing, most people become consumers for life. And I heard an interesting stat one of our other consultants shared, and I'll probably butcher the quotes, but I'll attempt it anyway. But it's something in the order of the average female Australian spends something in the order of $250,000 on personal care products in their lifetime. So we are spending money on these products. I could see that from a business point of view, huge potential for anyone to begin to sort of capture a little bit of that market. And again, the fact that this business does sort of provide the infrastructure that you need at very low cost means that you don't have to sell the farm, you don't have to mortgage the house, you don't necessarily have to give up what you're doing now to have sort of a side hustle, as you'd call it, which might potentially become your primary source of income in the future. So to simplify what it is or what it means to actually, I suppose, do Arbonne, this is essentially what I did and what the consultants that I've introduced to this business have done. So this household, so my household of 6, my wife and my 4 kids, 1 cat and 2 dogs, we stopped buying our products at the retail stores, the supermarket, wherever we were buying them from before. We knew that they were never going to pay us, a referral bonus or a commission for shopping there, for recommending people go there. So we just stopped. We stopped buying products in retail stores, and we simply started buying products from our own online store. We started showing people how to do exactly the same thing. So buy better products at a discount, potentially get paid when other people take you up on a recommendation. And then we simply shared that with other people. We showed other people how they could simply shop online at a discount from their own online store, support their own business, encourage other people to do the same if they wanted to. That simple philosophy of stop, start, share is what this business is based around. It's simple, it's inoffensive, there's no hard sell, and we're really not encouraging people to do anything other than use great products and share it if they think that it's worthwhile doing so. This next visual gives you some perspective on how that stop, start, share approach actually works. So from a business point of view, ultimately this is a product-based business. So to make any money in this business, people need to like the product and they need to use it. The fact that we've been around for 40 years is a pretty good testament to that. But the way we go about actually sharing the business and the products is, and this is Jason and Emily Pake, National Vice Presidents with Arbonne. So when I started as a consultant, let's assume that's me in the middle, I started using the products, I started sharing them with other people, and then I helped those other people who also became consumers share the business and the product with a handful of other people. And that's how sort of over the course of now sort of 4, nearly 5 years with my wife and myself, we have a consumer network, a consultant network that spans every single country that Arbonne are currently in, with people consuming hundreds of thousands of dollars of product every month. Now that doesn't mean that I personally am out there selling all of those products. It's a team effort. I have the potential to be paid when all of those people all around the globe enjoy those Arbonne products and share it with other people. I think that really is the magic of how this business works. And it's one of those things that it's not until you scratch the surface about the potential in this business, understand how exactly it works, that you start to get it. And once I got it, there was no holding back. So Last couple of slides, just wanted to share with you, and I'll say, to be honest, this is probably those people that know me know as a financial advisor, I'm a bit of a numbers nerd. So when my wife introduced this business to me sort of 4.5 years ago, and it was presented to me as a business with the potential to earn a significant income if I put energy and effort into it. Really, I wanted to know what people were earning. I wanted to know exactly what potential there was to actually earn an income. I wanted to know what people had earned in the past. I wanted to know how long it took them to earn it. To me, from a business point of view, they were just pretty simple questions. And this slide is exactly that. So down the left-hand side, you have a number of fancy titles: district manager, area manager, regional vice president, and national vice president. So these are call them the management levels in Arbonne. I introduced myself at the start as a regional vice president, but essentially everyone starts as a consultant, and then as you use the products yourself and you share the products with other people who enjoy them as well and share them with other people, you have the opportunity to actually move through a number of levels of management. The first level of management is district manager. And last year in Australia, for the last calendar year, the average monthly income for a consultant or a district manager in Australia was around $300, and the average time to get there was around 5 months. And some people may say, well, it's not a lot of money. Some people say, well, that's a hell of a lot of money for me. I think my realization at district manager level was, if nothing else, all I'd done was actually change my brand of product and told some people about it, and all of a sudden I was getting paid. That opportunity to get paid, at worst, has simply taken the expense of my products out of the equation. So as a nerdy financial advisor, I now have an expense for personal care products and skincare that is no longer there, because I'm essentially getting paid for actually using these products and recommending to other people. The next level of management, which is area manager, and you'll see under area manager it says a willable business. One of the great aspects of Arbonne as a business opportunity is that it does have the potential to leave a legacy. I must admit, one of the things I was concerned about initially, given that I'm busy in other aspects of my life, was I really didn't want to put energy and effort into something that wouldn't actually have a legacy beyond me. I wanted to make sure I was building something that would last beyond me. Otherwise, I felt as though it was a bit of a waste of energy and effort. So at this level, the business is willable. The average monthly income for an area manager in Australia is around $1,600 a month last year, and the average time to get there is a little bit over 12 months, so about 14 months. Again, for a lot of people, as a side hustle or as a side gig, an extra $1,600 means a massive amount. It's an extra mortgage repayment, it's holidays, it's it's education funding for the kids, whatever it may be. Regional Vice President is the level that I'm at, and you'll see, you might have noticed the shiny little white Mercedes-Benz symbol there. Another great benefit of being an Arbonne consultant is if you get to the Regional Vice President level, and if you choose to go and get yourself a car, as long as it's white, it's a Mercedes, and it's in your name, Arbonne will offer you a fantastic cash bonus program. So that cash bonus program is totally optional. And at this level, if you get a car, as long as it's white, it's a Mercedes, and it's in your name, Arbonne will give you up to $1,100 a month towards that car every month. So it's a pretty good perk. I don't know very many people that haven't taken up the opportunity to actually get a white Mercedes at that level. But again, it's totally optional. The average time to get to regional vice president's the average monthly income's a fraction under $7,000 a month, and the average time to get there is around 2 years. So you can start to see that the numbers start to stack up very favourably, considering this is a really viable business. The opportunity to earn sort of $70,000 a year, generating that within a couple of years is pretty good potential. And then the last level of management is national vice president. This is the level that my wife, Kari, is at. Mercedes-Benz symbol still exists. The cash bonus goes up to $1,400 a month if you choose to get yourself a car. And the average monthly income's around $18,000 a month. And this is the average for consultants last year in Australia. Average time to get there for consultants that got to that level in that period is around 41 months. So you can see that there's a great span of potential with Arbonne to earn a little bit, to earn a lot. The thing I'd say with all of this is that this is very much a reward for effort business. This is a business that rewards those people that can see the potential, get out there and own it and go after it. But there really is a potential for everyone. You don't need to necessarily want to sort of dominate the world. You might just want to dominate your household and make sure you've got that extra little bit of income there to supplement. So essentially, there's a few ways to I suppose get involved with Arbonne. The first one is to do what I did and probably what the person that introduced you to tonight's call did, and that is start your own Arbonne consultancy, start your own business. So you have the opportunity in Australia, and we may have a few Kiwis on the call tonight. I apologise, the join-up fees are slightly different, but in Australia, it's $105 to join as a consultant. And that gives you between 35 to 50% off the recommended retail price of the products. Gives you the potential to actually participate in the compensation plan, which means get paid when you recommend the products to other people, and they take you up on that opportunity. Participate in the Mercedes-Benz program if that is something that you'd like to do. And I mentioned right at the start, one of the probably less spoken about aspects of this business is it tends to be, for a lot of people, a gateway to personal development. It tends to be a gateway for people. Like, I didn't grow up as a kid thinking I want to be a social marketing professional. I want to sell skincare and cosmetics and nutrition. It just wasn't, I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. But the fact is that this is a great, I call it a gateway drug into understanding a little bit more about yourself, what your potential is, and whether it is exploring this as a business opportunity or just introducing yourself to a pretty cool group of like-minded, positive people, which I think goes a long way with everyone. There's a huge amount of support in this business. We have an amazing support network, a great support website, great Facebook groups that provide support to all the people that join. So you don't need to know anything. You just need to get started if that's what you like to do. If the business isn't for you and you just want to sort of dabble in the products themselves, you can be like many other companies. We have our own sort of client rewards program or preferred client program. So you do have the ability to shop at a discount between 20 and 40%. For $27 as a preferred client, you get that discount, get a few other rewards, and it's a great way, if the business isn't for you, just to enjoy some discounts. And the third option is that, listen, the business might not be for you. You might not want to shop at a discount, but you might want to support the person that's introduced you tonight and host an event, let them introduce the business and the products to a few of your friends. As I said, this business is very much word of mouth. It's our oxygen. That's how it works. I've always found this business works best when it has nothing to do with a hard sell. It's just about giving people information to make a really informed decision about whether it's right for them or not. So that's it. That's it for tonight. I hope that I've given you all a bit of context around the Arbonne opportunity. If I've done my job right, hopefully you've got a few more questions swimming around in your head. I'd encourage you to direct those back to the person that got you on the call tonight. But thanks very much. I really appreciate everyone getting on. And my, I suppose, closing comments to everyone is, if you're thinking that this is something that you want to do, don't second guess, don't doubt, jump in. There really isn't a lot of risk involved with actually getting involved with this business. Just gives you a great chance to meet some fantastic people, use some great products, and potentially make some extra income, which I think is good on all counts. So again, thanks everyone. I really appreciate it. Take care. Have a good night, and hopefully see you all in Arbonne land a little bit later on. So cheers. Thanks very much.